All right, we are back live, ready to go. Mic's working. Put up the browser for you guys. Heading up to Boston. This is our go-home leg. The next thing we'll be actually doing here is going off to. Did it start streaming? There it did. All right, here we go. So the next thing we're going to do is some Southwest flights. It's the Blue, Operation Blue. Funny thing about Operation Blue, it's bringing a puppy back from Nashville. Unfortunately, he won't be on the JetBlue A220. He'll be on a dual Southwest flights on Tuesday afternoon. We will probably, on the channel, we'll probably only do one flight, but maybe I'll do a live stream when we pick him up. So here we are, Washington, D.C., Reagan National, in big red. Excellent paint by Gregory Verba. I'll try to drop some links in the chat. So the passengers are off. Mechanics have looked over the plane. Everything's good to go. We need, on this flight, I gotta set my sim brief here. Refresh. So JBU2254. There we go. ACARS is set. Volanta is set. Oh, I gotta do this. File the flight plan already. Copy that. Close. Put this in here. As much as I'd like KDCA-KBOS, that's not going to work. We have on this flight 136 passengers, so fairly light, and we're going up to 290. Start. All right, so we're good to go there. We need 11.6 on the fuel. No alternate today, so we shall let them load everything up. So we initialize the data requests. $59 minutes en route. Let's get everything rolling here. So we're going to send the OFP data off to
traffic,
fueling.
52 to Puerto runway 1 right between the Brigands. Out of coming out of 4,800 for
it's rains.
Travel 350. Go traffic, final position. Good day.
Did Potomac go offline?
Yes, it is, sir.
All right, thanks. I was wondering why I didn't get a PDC. Get the catering going. Should be Gate Gourmet here.
You might try again, maybe he might be on for a couple more minutes. He said he's gonna get off, so you can check that. I don't know.
It's showing on my V-Pilot, so I don't know if he's still up.
He might be try to ask him to leave, so I don't know. Have a good day.
2 minutes to flight. All right, so we got the fuel coming. We have there comes the fuel truck. Catering trucks are also coming from somewhere. Where exactly, I don't know. They might come from the other side. I don't know how GSX spawns them. They just kind of randomly do their thing. All right, let's get into the turnaround here. Why is that like that? So we have lights on in the... That shouldn't look like that. Anyways, so transition stop, no crew change. We're going to say there's a crew change, right? And we got a new first officer. There we go. So we're going to run the pre-flight events. And we got company messages. Hopefully we have a load sheet. So let's get on and take a peek, see. Okay, we got a load sheet. Let's write some stuff down with our handy dandy JetBlue pen. All right, 128.1, 128.1, and this is 2254. Takeoff fuels 11.2, 139.340. So 139.3. Go to the next page. 32.5, 31.7. 31.7. And then let's see what we got here. 11.7. So 11.2 over 11.7. Accept the load sheet. Message for our slot time. Expecting no delay. Off the blocks 1800, which is in 25 minutes. And let me just sync. I did not sync up the time this morning, so it's in 22 minutes. Shouldn't have a problem doing that. We can start boarding as soon as the catering is finished, is what we can do. Why do I'm getting text messages here. What do we got? Nice. Right. So, in it. Climb is 267. That jet stream's right over us. The tropopause is down low, so it'll be at 275 when we land, or top of descent.
Fire test.
Okay. APU fire test. We got 6 lights. Let's do the engine 1 fire test. I see 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. Engine 2 fire test. It's 2, 3, 4, 6. So as soon as the catering's done, we can load up the fuel. Alright, flight plan. It's going to be DC-01 on the Suki departure. Suki 5 to Swan. Insert. Oh, we lost the rest of the flight plan. Sometimes when you do a second leg in the FS Labs, when you do a second leg in the FS Labs, it cancels out your flight plan. So that's okay. We can do this. So we're direct to B Ross. So after Swan, BROSS, insert, and then we take Q419 to JFK. This is a new thing. So we go Airways, Q419 to JFK, direct, and then we'll join the Roebuck 3. So this is new. Let's see what this looks like. So B-Ross, Q419, that'll take us past Philly and everything. That's the old Robbinsville, Larne, so we'll probably get a direct JFK there. Oh, Robbinsville, Larne. So they've renamed it to Q419. What I need to do is also, I can't do it right this second, but then, and do I need to, I should probably cancel that. Well, there's no constraint at JFK, so we're going to set up for the ILS 27 at Boston off the Roebuck 3 transition. Roebuck 3 JFK transition. No approach via today. And we'll go ahead and insert that. And we will step through the rest of the flight plan. All Banky, Roebuck, Provy, Jody, Cran, Cradle Club, Hokedu. And then in for Loner and Rip It. And there's the missed approach out to Bosox.
I'm out for the walk around.
Right. Radnavs. Let's do DCA on the right. We're not coming back. If we have a problem, we're going to go to Baltimore. DCA on the left. Actually, we'll put Baltimore on the left. If everything else fails, we'll just go to Baltimore. 26 miles. Baltimore on the right, DC on the left. Checking the hydraulics. We're good to go there. I don't know why she left for the walk around. She didn't go through the rest of the pages, huh? Fueling is done. I can just hear him stopping out there, so he'll be, yep, just put the hose and the cap on. We can board passengers. We've gone here. Let's go constraints. I'm going to speed this up a little bit down to 24 minutes.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Outstanding. So Cockpit Flow. We know that the departure for Suki 5 is up to 5,000. So 5,000. Go there. She's got VORs. I got constraints. I'm going to go flight director on. I should climb nav, waiting on her flight director. Let's go in the McDo. We'll send a fuel report now that they're done. Or once that goes, we'll do the perf first. And I'm thinking we're going to need the anti-ice on. 01. I'm going to set it up for anti-ice. It's 6 degrees Celsius. We're going to be going into a pretty hard cloud deck. Those clouds look, these clouds right here look more like volumetric clouds than sometimes volumetric clouds look. interesting, especially over here. They're nice. They're pretty good clouds, actually. So, estimated takeoff weight's 39.3, CG of 31.7. So we'll have a down trim. If you look on the thrust lever, so you can see about 29.5 is zero trim, right? 25 is an up, and the higher number is an aft trim. Sent that off. Let's send off the fuel report before they yell at us for it. 1367 gallons gets us 4,200 pounds. 11.7 is ordered. 11.7 is delivered. Send the fuel report off, and we'll check this now here. Fuel is 11.7. We're balanced. Pumps on. All right, so we do RadNavs init B. But first, we're going to call for boarding. And we'll do that now. Ready to board. Sweet.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Go for it. And seatbelts come on because the pumps off. All right, and it B. So we're expecting 128.1, 32.50 fuel mac, 11.7 because we don't have an alternate today. And then we go to the flight plan here and look at 3.3 on the reserve for 45 minutes. Gets us 47. Nothing on the route reserve. And it's giving us 500 for a taxi out. And did I call for the wind? I did not call for the wind. So that gives us 5.9 on the trip time. On 104, this is calling 59 minutes, 5.8. So we're looking pretty good here, and that's gonna change as the wind data comes in. All right, so that's DIFRI, and now we're waiting on performance numbers. Let's see if we get an. Yep, so we got company message, whether it's performance or an updated weight. We got performance and updated weights. So let's check the updated weights. So it's saying 128.6 and 139.5. So we got to run another number. Actually, 128.7. So let's go back and then 139.9 with 31.12. So 31.12. So let's run those numbers again. I'm sure it gave us a flap 3.
International traffic, Blue Streak, 5021 crossing
flap 3, flex 60.
On a right downwind.
So we got to run those numbers again.
Burn and visual, runway 1, national.
With anti-ice. Go 01. Engine anti-ice on. And then, so we got 139.9. Not very heavy, but 31.12.
And Potomac approach, exec jet 231 is ready for taxi.
Most likely it'll be a flap 3. Did he just say he was ready for taxi at Reagan? We'll go TARA. Probably see some stuff on here. Set. So we're waiting on performance numbers. Let's take a look at the initial numbers there. Why did that not send off? Anti-ice, engine, packs on. Actually, we do a packs off. Let's try to get the flex 70 with the packs off takeoff. All right, send in those numbers. So we sent for a packs off takeoff, which I don't think they do very often, but it is something that's doable. So we'll wait for those numbers to come back. So we got 11,700 pounds. Fuel's balanced. Pump's coming on. And let's go ahead and open up the APU flap while we wait for our performance numbers to come back. Waiting to see the flaps open message down here. Flaps open. I'll probably fire it when we get to about 60 passengers, which is just about now. Gate. 59. 60. Start the APU. You can see that the bags are coming on. So that's 50 pounds of weight right there. Every bag they put on, boom, 50 pounds of weight. Front and back. Just amazing how this all integrates. Alright, let's see. Company message. Here comes what we're looking for. So let's go. McDo message, ATSU, AOC. Where am I looking for? Received messages, performance numbers. NII says engine on, packs off, 39.9. So it's 31.57. Down point 6 almost. 28, 29, 32, flap 3, flex 63. So uplink takeoff data 63, 3 down point 6. We got 28, 29, 32. So now we will ask our first officer.
For an on-time departure. Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated with their seatbelts fastened. Please make sure your seat back is upright, tray table is stowed, and all carry-on items are put away. Smaller
Reagan
bags,
National traffic.
They ready for the departure brief?
5021 turning right
Ready.
base, runway 1, Reagan
larger
National.
items can be stowed in
So we got
overhead bins with the wheels or handles
A320
facing
tech
out.
status is good. The
All
brakes
electronic
have
devices may
cooled
be held,
down.
placed in your pocket or in the seat back in front of you. But sail with service
No need to
must be turned
de-ice,
off
I
prior
don't
to
think anyways.
takeoff.
No need to de-ice.
In-flight crew members, please prepare for departure.
Taxiing out via dry runway, taxiing out. It'll be Kilo 2, Mike, Juliet, down to runway 1. We don't need terrain. Pushing in the alley, packs off. 11.7 on the block, balance pumps on. Takeoff weight's 39.9. Extra at destination. As of right now, we have an extra half an hour. So if we needed to bug out to Worcester or Bradley, we could do that. And then I gotta do this 128.8 or 0.7, excuse me. Updated number. We'll get an updated MAC there. So now it's saying with 25 minutes to bug around. 139.9 FCC calculated. And it's saying we're going to burn a little bit more than what we were supposed to. We were supposed to burn 5.8. Now it's saying 6.1 with the way the wind is. So maybe we'll get a shortcut or two. Performance is 10, 10, 10, 10. Next page. 10, 10. Minimum safe is 2100. And we got to wash P56A and B. So up the river we go. Going to flight level 290.
Reagan traffic, Blue Streak 5021.
5,000 initially.
Blue, National.
007, intercept course 331 to Revgi. And then up around the SID. Weather radar, yes, definitely. Single engine, no. And then that should do it. Any questions?
None.
Alright, let's get out of here. APU is available. APU bleed's coming on. And we'll get rid of the external power. And I got the packs off for now. Let's get the packs back on. Just in case I need to push those buttons when we need to. So we got FCU set. Dash dot, and we got 5,000 managed. And there's boarding completed. So waiting on a finalized load sheet, and let's get the Robot 3 up.
Gentlemen, the door to the aircraft has been closed.
For
U.S.
27.
regulations require all large personal electronic devices to be
Yeah, that's
turned off.
27.
Note at this time. You may continue to use your small airway devices. Please make sure they are
Taxi,
switched
parking
carefully.
gates,
These devices must be
airport
unplugged
info.
from the outlets, secured in the seatback pocket,
Close.
and placed in your pocket or held. If it becomes necessary, the captain may request that all devices be turned off during the flight.
Alright, we're just waiting on a door close. Before start checklist
Cockpit prep.
completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On an auto.
Adheres.
We did not do a reset here, so... Nav.
Fuel quantity.
11,700 pounds.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
29084 set.
2984 set. Electronic load sheet.
United 0202, right turn to line up with runway 0 left.
Door, they're gonna hand us the load sheet. Sent. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Adheres.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
11,700 pounds.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
2984 set.
2984 set. Electronic load sheet.
Sent.
Down to the line.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Thanks, it'll be a long taxi.
Thanks.
Okay, locking up. Checking the load sheet. 28.7, 39.9, 136 plus 4, 31.8 on the Mac and ZFW, so let's do that. Just click that in there. 39.9, 31.1, we get that. 11.7. Accept that. Back to perf. She's on flight plan. Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
Alright, let's call for push. Off goes the jetway.
Reagan traffic, Blue Streak 5021 vacating runway 1, taxi to the ramp via November. Reagan.
Reagan traffic, JetBlue 2254, pushing gate 28 to the alleyway. Spot 2 will be planning to taxi down runway 1.
Ground to cockpit. We are connecting the tug now, so please confirm the parking brake is set.
The brake is set. You are clear to connect.
Locking the gear now.
Alright, auto saved.
Alright, Captain, bypass pin is inserted
Check
and
that we
the
got.
tug is connected. Ready to push at your discretion, and please release parking brakes.
Brakes released, you clear to push.
Captain, you are clear for engine start.
Sure we're good there.
Cabin crew doors to automatic and cross-check.
Starting engine 2.
Check.
So normally they would start this because the yellow system is provided by number 2.
We have now closed the boarding door. Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated
So
with
it'll
their seat
power
belts
this.
fastened.
So the electric pumps kick
United
in.
0202 on 5 mile final for runway 01.
Laptops and devices of similar size can be placed underneath the seat in front of you for easy access after takeoff. Additionally,
Something
if you are
doesn't
in a
feel right.
more space
The
seat
frame
equipped with
situation.
power outlets, please unplug all devices at this time.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes and confirm.
Parking brake is set. You're clear to disconnect.
As part of our commitment to safety from the ground up. This airplane was just cleaned and
Alpha.
disinfected, including tray tables, restrooms, other high-touch surfaces, and galleys. Also, seat assignments have been deliberately spread out, except for parties traveling together. Please help us facilitate distancing by taking and remaining in your assigned seat and keeping the aisle clear so others can pass.
Wait for it.
Please place
Here
smaller
comes the generator
bags
noise.
and personal items under
There it
the
was.
seat in front of you. Larger items may be placed in the overhead bin with
So the
wheels
engine's
or
available.
handles facing out.
Starting
If
engine
you're
1.
placing a larger bag in the bin, please make sure the bin will close
Starting
before
engine
taking
1.
your seat.
Check.
Larger electronic devices such as laptops must be stowed prior to pushback under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. They may not be stowed in seat back pockets. If you are seated in an emergency
PTU.
exit row, you may be called upon to open the exits in the event of an emergency. If you are unable, unwilling, or feel you may injure yourself by performing the actions or functions described on the safety information card, please let us know. We'll find you a different seat. Our Airbus A320 has 8 emergency exits. There are 2 doors in the front, 2 window exits over the wings, and 2 doors in the back. Each door is equipped with an evacuation slide that can be detached from the aircraft and used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with a sign overhead. If necessary, floor level lighting will illuminate.
Should be a guy right over the numbers just about. There he is. GS6, man. They have to run into you on their way. Why, I do not know. Look at that livery.
Even though the bag may
Engine
not
one's
inflate,
available.
oxygen will be flowing. Be sure to put your mask on first before helping others. We'll let you know it is no longer needed. We will be passing through the cabin to make sure we are ready for departure. You can help us by making
So
sure
we're
your
using
seatbelt
engine
is fastened,
anti-ice.
seat back is upright, tray table is stowed, and all carry-on items are put away. If you have any questions about the
Backs
safety
off. I
features
can't
of
remember
this
what
aircraft,
my
please
buddy
don't
said, but I
hesitate
think
to
they
ask.
run it on the APU bleed in case something goes
Including
sideways.
use of electronic cigarettes or vaporizers
What I'm
is
gonna do
never
now
allowed
is
on any
clean.
given
Well,
flight.
clean the windows when we get to
Tampering with
Boston School.
disabling or
After
destroying
start
smoke
checklist.
detectors in aircraft restrooms is a
Anti-ice.
federal offense and could
Engine
result in
anti-ice
a
on.
fine.
ECAM status.
This
Checked.
aircraft has 3 restrooms.
Pitch trim.
There's one in the front of the cabin with 2 in the back. Each is equipped with an infant changing table. To avoid crowding in the aisle,
31.1%
set.
set.
Until the restroom is available.
Rudder trim.
We're proud to
Zero.
let you know that this flight is
After start
carbon neutral
checklist
and
complete.
we're offsetting the CO2 from
Reagan
the fuel
traffic.
used for all
Reagan
of our
traffic, it's
domestic
JetBlue
flights to reduce the
2254,
impact
taxiing
on our
runway
climate.
1, Kilo 2,
All of our planes
Juliet.
are equipped with free high-speed Wi-Fi. If you have a Wi-Fi enabled device,
Flight control check.
Ready.
Then be sure to type in
Brake check.
www.flyfi.com into your browser window and
Pressure
follow the
0.
prompts to log in.
Reagan traffic, exit 231, taking runway 1, will be departing Doctor 5 departure. Reagan traffic.
And there are TrueBlue points when you shop as a TrueBlue member while in flight.
There you go.
You can also find entertainment
Full up.
listings and other info about today's flight on the FlyFi Hub
Full down.
or on
Neutral.
the JetBlue app.
DC traffic, Delta 2088,
Full
level
left.
390, over the Oscar Tango Tango
Full
VOR,
right.
flying to Newark.
Neutral.
Rudder.
www.flyfi.com.
With you.
The first part of today's flight
Full left.
operates outside the coverage area for our free
Full
Wi-Fi,
right.
satellite
Neutral.
TV, and radio. Free movies are still available on channels 39, 40, and 41. If you have a handheld device with Wi-Fi capabilities, you may also enjoy free TV shows, magazines, and more, both in and out of coverage on the Wi-Fi Hub. Just type www.flyfi.com into your browser window. We'll be adjusting the main cabin lights for departure. If you need it, there is a reading light above your seat. We're here to make sure you have a safe and comfortable flight. Please report any inappropriate behavior to an in-flight crew member. Thanks for your attention. We hope you enjoy the JetBlue experience.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Check. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config.
Config 2. V1. VR. V2. Flex 10.
Screwed that one up. Tail strike. Reagan traffic gets JetBlue 2254 across runway 1 on Juliet. Runway 4 on Juliet. Clear left side.
Clear right side. Check.
V1123, VR 129, V2 132. Flex temp 63 degrees.
V1139, VR 144, V2 145, flex temp 63 degrees. ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
Screwed that up. So I'm cutting the APU out. We'll run it without the packs. Nothing on final. Reagan traffic, it's JetBlue 2254 will be departing runway 1 on the Suki departure on reaching. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
01 confirmed.
01 confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
On. Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Gonna redo that one. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
01 confirmed.
01 confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
So she'll do one pack and then the other pack. Ready?
Affirm.
Takeoff light, please.
Approaching 01.
Set up the departure chart. We'll hand fly this probably to about 10,000. Clear left.
On runway 01.
All right. We got a hard crosswind, so sticks full forward. Takeoff.
Check.
Initial power setting. Hold the brakes. Okay, looking for 1.505. There we go. Man flex 63 SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Check.
And you can see she already wants to tilt
Press
that
set.
nose to the left. Checked. Now I'm holding in quite a bit of rudder to keep it down.
100 knots.
Checks.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Nav.
Check. Gear up.
This departure is actually encouraged to be flown by hand. Going by the Pentagon. We're gonna make 1500 at Revgi, that's no problem. Hold it in there for XO. There we
Packs
go.
are on.
Thank you. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
And there's the nation's capital. Coming up on the CIA up here. And those textures just dump on me. Flap 0. Flap 0.
Speed check. Flaps 0.
Flight level 290 blue.
Check.
There's Beeble. Cathedral, check. Georgetown Reservoir. CIA, I believe, is down here somewhere. Check. There's a golf course. P-56B Naval Observatory is up in here somewhere. It's on a hill, but Vice President's house right over here. Hub view. Alex is a flyby waypoint. It's turning back out over the city. Try to get it to load back in. Once we get up to Dogue.
Check.
And on that straightaway to Suki, I'll stick the autopilot in. Come on with it now. It's a pretty cool picture. Bouncing around a little in the clouds here. There we are, 10,000.
Confirm seatbelts off.
Negative.
Call for checklist. Confirm clear rad nav.
Confirm. Co-pilot 1.
Check.
Bouncing around quite a bit.
We're now at 10,000 feet. If you are in any of a more space heat equipment power outlets, you may use them now. For your safety, keep observing the seatbelt sign and remember that all
Copy.
flights are not
Activate to
smoking,
secondary.
including vaping and the use of electronic cigarettes. Please help keep our planes clean and hand us any items you wish to discard when you pass through the cabin. Please refrain from leaving hand wipes in the seat back pockets or flushing them into lavatory toilets. Our in-flight service will begin
Cruise flight level is as shown. Optimal flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level?
Yes.
Okay.
And if there's anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable, don't hesitate to ask. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Begin our in-flight service momentarily. Please line your arms and legs as you pass by the service card.
On. Normal. Up. Retracted. Set and checked. After takeoff climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted. On.
Down to the line.
So we get on top of this stuff, we'll put the what's on for control here. New York Center. If they, New York makes me DNY West. So no N90. Fair enough. Boston ground seems to have come on. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else is coming around. Set standard.
Standard cross check. Passing flight level 150. Now.
Check below the line. Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Now, I'll probably do 1912. So we gotta wait for the 1900. We gotta wait for that 1900, 1907. So we will most likely be on final or intermediate approach when we get an updated weather at Boston. Oh, Charlie 9. I knew that was going to happen. I was going to say earlier, if it sets us on Charlie 9 or 8, I'm not going over there. Hate, it always does that. I'm going to like delete them out. Hate those gates. In real life and otherwise. Let's go to Charlie 20 today. Now let's go to Charlie 28, one of my favorites. Could probably dispense with the anti-ice now that we're on top. Lights out. Good to go. All right, side sticks cam is coming off. If you got questions, throw them in the chat. Oh, no, wait. I gotta get a plug for this bad boy. There she is. Alrighty then. Up to flight level 290. Probably go belts now. Alright, back with you guys in a minute.
1,000 to go. Cruising flight level 290, check.
Alright, so we got Bradley Tower, and what we're going to do here to avoid these dog legs is we're going to go direct to news, and we got some weather out there too. So let's go direct news. We'll take the Abeams, pick up more of a tailwind too. Insert. Let's get an updated winner. 1911 now we're arriving, and it's going to be 275 on our descent. Let's get the updated winds. 25 past the hour now. It would be lumpy with these clouds here. That much I can tell you for sure. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
Thank you. All right, it's transition 18,000, Roebuck 3, very familiar with it. And it's going to be an ILS Category 1. 1700 at Ripet. Minimum's 460. 3 degrees now, bubble. Missed approach is Boston Radial 268 out to Bosox, which is 30 mile, 29.9 out of Boston. Landing perf versus runway data. Take a look here. As of right now, the VLS that they're calling for is 130 knots and 135. Winds at Boston currently. Info kilo real world 300 at 12, 2947. So let's get that dialed in there. Low pressure in Boston right now. So actually you can see we're almost 500 feet low. 2947 gets us, yeah, 480 feet, basically low on what we're supposed to be at as this soft cruises back up to flight level 290. Wind data's uplinked. Stick that in there. It's a short runway. We're going to want to auto brake medium. So flight plan, let's review real quick. Down to 40. So news, we're going to cross news 27,000 in the descent. FX 230, Ruiz, Allen, Banky, Roebuck, Provy, Jody, Cradle, Crane, Cradle Club, Hokedew, Overfly Hokedew, 360, 360, 280, or 360, 360, 300, intercept at Loner, and I'll show you where that's going to come off of right there. Why isn't that doing that? There we go. Come off Hokedew, 360, we'll probably break out at Kleb, something like that, maybe come down 2,000, intercept it at Rip It. If we have a visual, I'll fly it visual. That covers that part of it. Beam Robbinsville. Radnavs, IDGU is good. 272. Progress, Boston 27, good. 60 miles to top of descent. Did I stick the wind data in there? Yes. Perf. Okay, let's get the weather for Boston. It's going to update while we're in the descent. So we'll have to stick this hours in. Landing with 5.4 as of right now. 280 at 12. So 310 or 300, that's the deviation. 9 Celsius. 2947, really low pressure. 460 on the barrel. Medium max, taxi routing, and we got 280 at 12. And it is supposed to gust some more. Okay, that's good to go. Back to flight plan. So Radnap Prague Perf. Fuel prediction 2.1 to play with. Minimum's 3.3 is our reserve, so we have a little extra. And then 5.4 is what we're going to have. Actually supposed to land with 5.3, so hopefully it'll work. And we're going to secure the plane when we get there. Actually, we won't secure because we'll simulate it going on another flight. Any questions?
I'm good. All
right then. So we are now direct news. I'm gonna keep the VAT scope up. Presuming, oh, everybody went offline. Is Boston approach on? No, still ground. So 21.9. Set there, set there. Okay. We could do the super shortcut and go direct to Roebuck. Who else is coming up there? We got a Walker. Speedbird 1, JetBlue 2723, where is he? Climbing out to LAX. Other than that, we have room for direct Roebuck. We'll do a direct Proby once we get a little further up. Can't forget to wave hi to Transport Hub when we go by. Put that on standard now. So we're at 290 even. 2947 gets us 28,550. So that's 450 feet difference. So remember that in the descent. When we transition, we're going to be 450 feet lower than where we needed to be. Auto brakes medium. I think they could nerf, FS Labs could nerf auto brake medium a little bit more. We need to get water before we start descent. Can't see anything. What do we got to top of descent now? How many minutes? 20, 18, 30, 3 minutes. So I'll probably start down. Start down to cross news 270. And they usually hold you at 27. Why did the auto brake go off again? It's very strange. The weather again. .48 degrees in Boston. Good afternoon, folks from the flight deck. Just preparing to begin our initial descent into Boston. Update on our arrival. Expect to have you on the ground about 10 after the hour, and at the gate by just about 3:15. It's going to be gate C28, that's Charlie 28 this afternoon. Baggage claim number 5, lower level on the right-hand side as you go down the escalators. Weather in Boston, winds 15 miles an hour west-northwest. Temperatures 48 degrees. Low pressure system going by. Some scattered cloud layers, 5,000 feet. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Could be a little bumpy on the way down. Once we start the descent, I'll try to keep the seatbelt sign off for as long as I can. But once we start the descent, I am going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on. Thanks again for flying with us. Hope you enjoyed the trip. Hashtag Hub View. There's Hub's house. Good afternoon, folks from the flight deck. It's New York. Just preparing to begin our
Hub's house.
Hub's house. It's down there. Update on our arrival. Expect to have you on the ground about 10 after the hour.
Hi, Hub.
At the gate by just about. Maybe actually, just about. See it from here? No, not quite. It's going to be gate C28. That's Charlie 28 this afternoon. Baggage claim number. Side as you go down the escalators. Weather in Boston. Winds 15 miles an hour west-northwest. Temperatures 48 degrees. Low pressure system going by. Some scattered cloud layers. 5,000 feet. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Could be a little bumpy on the way down. Once we start the descent, I'll try to keep the seatbelt sign off for as long as I can. Once we start the descent, I'm going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on. Thanks again for flying with us. Hope you enjoyed the trip. Flight level 270 blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. At this time, the washroom facilities will not be available.
Let's land this bad boy. Open descent, Tana 230. Nobody else came on. So we're right over New Haven, Tweed, New Haven. Just down here. Well, how's your frames? Taking a little hit. And they'll usually give you your descend via here. I was watching one of Fly Guy's videos. Looks like he uses reshade. I never messed with the reshade though. His lights look a little washed out. Could be the monitor. Just taking a look here at his night lighting, super bright. Probably better for Kennedy area, to be honest with you. Have brighter lighting. Gotta get him to put Druzicki back in there. So you're not downwind. Oh, we went from Chicago, that's why. Let's see how the Kennedy looks on the arrival. If they have put a FS Dream Team put a Pappy on there. Probably don't need the anti-ice. It's borderline. Is he going to 2-2? Where did he go? 2-2? Oh, he did go to 2-2. FS Dream Team, it's older. I guess it needs some work. Altstar. Just trying to catch his landing into JFK. There's Belmont. Why is he messing with this trim? And I'll watch this a little closer, a little later. All right, so 800 feet high, so we're going to set 5,000. Push to manage. Thrust idle descent. 5 for level 210 is constrained. 20 miles to go and 2,000 feet at 431 knots. Easy with it, kid. Easy with it. There you go. Yeah. Not too bad. A little long, but easy to do with a. Certainly easy to do. Check his landing rate. What was his landing rate? He's like, stop. Oh, his dynamic lighting. Al constraint. Descent blue.
Check.
Moncton Center's on, probably in preparation for next weekend. How much fuel are we missing here? Landing with 5.1 now because of these level outs. So we're 200 pounds low. Interesting. MCI. Thrust idle descent.
Check.
She's probably going to get on pretty fast at first. Boston Logan area traffic. It's JetBlue 2254 over Ruiz, descending robot 327. We are on Unicom, that's good.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Just coming humming downhill. I'm going to level off and then put it back into descent again. Come on, girl. Transition. QNH 2947 set.
2954 set. Passing 17,500 now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel ref.
2947 set.
2954 set. Minimum.
460 feet set.
460 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal. Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Thank you. Be expecting a new ATIS here momentarily. 300 feet below the path. We need to slow down before we hit Banky.
Check.
Fighting it now.
Check.
Out constraint star.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
8,000 blue.
Check.
All this while we're probably losing fuel. What EFOB 5.4 now. -7 Celsius, so as we go through the deck here, we're gonna have to put on these. Engine and wing. Better to do it now than worry about it later. Oh, there goes everything. I gotta get an HDR monitor, but I don't want 227s. I got my eye on one. Sell this one maybe. That is Speedbird's 71 Alpha, or 17 Alpha. I assume he's Providence. Yep, going to JFK. 777. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a beat on him. How'd he disappear already? Oh, there he is. Let's see if we get a good look. There he is. So he's on the Parch arrival. Oh, I should have deleted the speeds. Didn't even think of that. Thrust idle.
Check.
do here is turn the engine anti-ice off and see if we actually pick up a little bit of ice. I'm guessing we won't, but rather not take the chance. Let's see what it looks like on the sunny side of the aircraft. I'm not going to mess with it. Put it back on.
Check.
Speed.
Check.
So now we're 390 feet low. We went from being 390 feet high to 390 feet low. Oh no, low. We're still low. So it requires more thrust to keep us moving. Should be out of this stuff soon. 4,500 broken at the field. Let's keep the 260 going. Probably get a new ATC here in a minute. Now what are we?
Check.
Now we're 1,000 feet low. Alt constraint.
Check.
Keep that speed coming. About here, you'd be able to see the field most days. Not today. You can see that broken layer down low there. Descent.
Check.
That's good.
Check.
We do it around 8,000. Can't see anything today. Sit there. $10K. flights. India Delta Golf uniforms identified.
Check.
It's going crazy because we're so low on path here. +1 Celsius. Oh boy, oh boy. This arrival can be painful when you have to go around to 22 or 15. 15's even worse. Oh. I have a whole video of some Southwest somewhere. So Operation Puppy Lift will be on Tuesday. I'll do the first leg, probably not the second leg, because I'll have to travel down to the airport. It should be a quick flight. Nashville to Midway, then Midway to Boston, or Midway to Providence, excuse me, and there is no Providence for P3D. There was, but I don't think you can put it in V5. Not sure. Not quite sure. Alright. Logan traffic, it's JetBlue 2254. We're 8,500 descending Roebuck 3 over Cradle. We'll be hooking around for the ILS 22 left. ILS 27. We're looking for that looking for that weather update, which would the weather's gonna shift right when we get there. But I can be prepared for that by doing this. Alright, so it's 2946 when we land. 280 at 14 gusts to 19, which I gotta get this. And it should give me 1850 something METAR. 1854, 260 at 14 gust to 19. So let's update the perf. 2946, because it's going to come at us like right for the last 4 minutes. So do this. 2946. Temperature is 9 still. And we got 260 at 14 gust to 19. Out constraint.
Check.
And right about here, this is where they'll start. This is where they'll start giving you vectors. Off a clip. So out over the coast, can dump the anti-ice. You can see we're coming into springtime mode here. The snow's melting in certain spots. Side stick cams coming up. Marshfield Airport right here. Brant Rock area. Beautiful, gorgeous area in there. Used to be a really good diner too. So they would say JetBlue.
Check.
2254 descend maintain 4000, and they would say JetBlue 2254 fly present heading. Activate approach phase, please. Activate approach phase. So we're in fully selected speed now. We're pulled, and pulled.
Approach phase activated.
Thank you. let's say 50, 40. So what I'm waiting for here is I'm waiting for a rip it to get to be about 300, and then I'm going to fly 360. I'm going to use the boards now. Let's say JBU2254, just going to maintain 3,000. Looking for a rip it at 300. Now this is where you might want to use vertical speed.
Check.
Keep it coming down. Just being careful on the speed brake. Want to get the flaps out as soon as we can. So there we go. There's 230. Put the boards away. Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Get those coming at us now. And now we can use the boards. So there's rip it about heading 300. Just break off for 360. So we'll go 300 to intercept.
Check.
Let's go 190 on the speed now. I'm going to let the plane do this. It's going to go into a 500 foot per minute descent or less while it bleeds the speed off. I'm going to go a loc. I'm going to on the approach actually. Glide loc blue, Cat 3 dual, AP1 plus
check.
2. Flaps 2.
Speed check.
Hub view.
Flaps 2.
So right around from this point on, if I need to descend, it's going to be vertical speed.
Check.
Okay, the mist is 3,000. So we got 3.3. It's 3,800. Coming into Lona. I'm going to do this real quick. Do a direct to Lona. 091 inbound. Gives us a straight shot. Insert that and then immediately pull heading and rearm the approach, because that's just how it works.
We've now begun our initial descent.
Check.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight. To begin wrapping up use of laptops and devices of similar size, as in just a few
Outstar.
minutes, we'll be asking you
Check.
to go for landing. If you have completed a JetBlue
Speed out.
application,
Check.
we'll be coming to the cabin to collect it for senior processing.
Boston Logan traffic, it's JetBlue 2254. We're 5 out of Lona for the ILS 27. So I do not have the field yet with the haze.
Around your seat and in the
Check.
seat back pocket for items you wish to discard, and hand them to us as we pass through the cabin.
So we've cleaned up the box. We're all set. We got the inbound to Lona. Doing a $180. Weight's good. And with the headwind today, we'll keep the 180 to rip it. So once we get to 0.5 left here, you'll see the loc star come in. Just under 0.5. Right here. Here comes the glide. Comes the loc alive. Loc star.
Check.
A lot of times with the JetBlue guys, they'll give them 2,000 and then 2,000 and dump them in between Loma and Rip It. Loke.
Check.
As soon as I can see something there, I got the field in sight.
Check.
Glide Star.
Check.
All right, Big Red. Autopilot's coming out.
Check.
Move right down the pike. Glide.
Check.
Missed approach altitude is set. Boston traffic, JetBlue 2254 fully established on the ILS 27. We're 2.5 out of Rip It on a 9.5 mile final. Let's go 170. Keep that power off. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's trying to land 3-3. I did not look at anything else on the traffic board. Yeah, FedEx 5517. Like the guy, the ATIS said. So we're gonna slow final approach speed now. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed check. Runway.
Inside.
Flaps 3. Check.
Flaps full.
Speed check. Flaps full.
Boston Logan traffic, it's JetBlue 2254. We're 6.5 out over Rip It on the ILS 27.
Passing final. Approach fix. 1700 feet.
Checked. Landing checklist. Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Cleared to land.
Check.
Where is this idiot? I don't see him yet. Got him on TCAS. We're a little low. Whoa. Little gust there. Should see him coming across left to right there. I just don't see him. Hold the nose up a little more.
Check.
What is with the autogen today? Oh, Jesus, dude. I would have thought he would have been an ND11. This is going to be 1,000. We'll make it. Now we're drifting high.
1,000.
Stable.
Check.
Where'd that guy go now? Oh, I know why. The snow textures. Still. I gotta change the airport to spring.
Above.
100 above.
Checked.
500.
Stable.
Minimum.
Check.
Checked. Continue.
400.
I do this every time right here. Why am I taking such a beating on my frames all of a sudden? It's gotta be the scenery index.
300.
Fix that. Too high.
200.
On the pappies. Ooh, easy with it.
100.
Stabilize it, stabilize it.
50.
Okay.
40. 30.
Check.
20. Retard. 10. 5.
That's how we do that.
Spoilers. Reverse green.
Right on the
south.
center line. It's gotta be OBS.
70 knots.
Versatile. Manual braking. ground.
Unicom 122.8.
Cross 27 at discretion. We'll monitor Unicom 122.8 for Connie 420. Thanks a lot. We'll see you.
After landing. Items. Something's not right there either. Really gotta. Huh. Something don't feel right here. Just with the way the frames were on approach. And a Boston ground, good afternoon, JetBlue 2254, vacated Echo, short of 4 right.
JetBlue 2254, Boston ground. Taxi to Bravo terminals via Echo Alpha, cross runway 4 right, hold short runway 4 left.
Echo Alpha crossing 4 right, we'll short of 4 left, we're going Charlie 28. Clear left
Copy
side.
that, thank you.
Clear right side, check.
Approaching 04 right.
There you go. Look at that thing. It's got a mind of its own.
JetBlue 2254, cross runway 4 left.
Cross 4 left, JetBlue 2254. Look at this. Look at this tiller.
Approaching
I did that, but
04
it's like
left.
jamming to the right. Clear left.
Approaching
Clear right side, check.
04 left.
You have to really jam it. After landing checklist. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Thank you. Lights off. So we're either taking, for the across the pond, we'll either be taking one of these bad boys, or I might grab us a 7.4. Dude, what are these frames doing? Wow. I usually get 40 frames a second in Boston. An hour and 9. I have to fix this situation here. This is driving me nuts. Hold on a second. Where's the tiller one? Tiller one. Pedal disconnect. Access config. Well, like, put a giant. See that? Alright, I'll put the giant null zone in it. Taxi light off, please. Ooh, hot brakes. It's because I left it in until 60 knots. Landing felt good. Might have been a little firm, but felt good. Alright, we're taking a left and a left. First one on the inside. See, now that feels... It's alright. The A320, I don't remember the nose wheels behind you. Did I not set up C28? Am I losing my mind? 228. Have I lost it? There we go. Alright. Thought I lost my mind for a second. I'm guessing that should be a JetBlue right there. Walker Air Transport, 2180. Nope, 2180. What did we do earlier? 2180, huh? Anyways, good to go here. Cockeyed. Let's get it straightened out. There we go. That's better. Right about there. Come on. There you go. How'd we do? A little far. We got 3 minutes. We got 4 minutes, so we're good there.
Ground Piedmont 137, gate Bravo 8, ready for push and start.
Parking checklist. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Push
Off.
track, your discretion.
Exterior lights.
Advise spot 7 ready to
Nav
taxi.
logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Piedmont 137,
Off.
thanks.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
1790 at Charlie 14, ready for push and start.
I love how the jetways just go through the pushback truck. No big deal. No big deal. Alright guys, I gotta go get ready for work this afternoon. Or this evening, I should say. Big red is coming off for the time being. Let's take a look at what we got here. Looking for that exterior power available light. There it is. Just coming off. Alright. Let's take a look, see what we got. An hour and 23 minutes, I'm guessing. Gotta wait for the doors open. There's doors open. There we go. Why don't we have the passengers getting off? It's very strange. Deboarding passengers now. There they go. Alright, let's take a look, see what we got. Virtual blue first. 272, little firm. Gave it a little bit of yank at the end. So that should keep me about even. 225. And let's see what else we got here. Volanta, let's review. 1.37G at 242. But we were, look at that, bang on the numbers. Not bad. 118. What do we have for wind? Plus 14. I don't remember what the ref was. No, wrong one. That's good. What did they say the G-force was? 1.37. So little thump down. Let's see how we did over here. Met stable. 271 at 133, which I believe our VLS was 127. So we were right on ref basically. I think I called for 138, didn't I? Pitch 6, bank 0. We were right on the center line. There's no question about that. 1,000 feet down. Look at that. 1020. UTS. And right there. That's what you want. That's like a really good. It's a really good pullback on the power. Again, it did get that thrust bump. Actually, it gave it the thrust bump right before I pulled it down. It's very strange. Pushing down, neutral. Started to pull here. So this line. I don't know why that would. Maybe caught a gust. It should be on this side. That's why probably we were a little bit more firm. But we were bang on the aiming point, so. See how that it looks, right? If I go to the final approach. See how it looks like straight down, no burbles, boom, right on the aiming point, or just shy of it. Extremely happy with that. Extremely happy. So, from Boston Logan International, which is pretty busy today. We'll see this on springtime mode next time. There's Ted in the tower. From Logan, we'll see you guys